Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Welcome to Pre-Market Analysis Live for Thursday, March the 18th, 2021. If please somebody could confirm that the sound is acceptable from a quality perspective while I say hello to Mr. Edex. Glad to have you, sir. How is how is life in Wahala land? Beautiful gates. Good morning, Miss Marcy. Glad to have you, Mr. Donny, with a question. So, Mr. Donny and Zorbon, they alternate on who bring the most stock to watch in pre-market show. Glad to have you folks. Definitely, you are contributors to the content of this channel. And my name is Alex. This is Successful Trading. If this is your first time on here, you are catching this live pre-market analysis. What we do on here each and every morning is to provide you education to best take advantage of the opportunities in the market. Our subscriber yesterday inside our Discord room after the FOMC, I think my reaction was, and there was a spike on all the stock, and my reaction was, I show a chart of SPY, my reaction was, oh, I'm taking puts on here. You could have been wondering, why is this guy saying he's taking puts? He must be crazy. Yeah, well, you already know that, but well, you already know. You may already think that you didn't need an extra proof to validate your suspicion that this guy is totally from California, is totally crazy. He's buying puts while the market is spiking up. Well, fast forward this morning, and I believe we have QQQ is down almost 1.6%. SPY is down not quite 1%, 0.62. IWM and a lot of stock are down. So what happened? This is the type of thing that I want you to master. Yeah, because if you're able to read the market, where does it come from? Yeah, the years of experience. But I can make my best to teach you. I didn't want to use the other verb, right? So let's use the verb on me to teach you how to master this reading. So if this is your first time on here, go to successfultradings.com or follow our link to check out our offer for 2021, and definitely you will be on your way. So here, actually, I have a favor to ask. I'm not sure. I don't now. If I say one of my best students, then the others may say that, oh, are they not best student? But I'm not sure if you're capable of doing that. So I'm going to give an assignment on here because I need to explain. We don't have the time for today, but I need to explain tomorrow why on earth was I saying buy puts yesterday, right? After the FOMC. So for that, I'm going to give an assignment here. I mean, you take the assignment if you can. If not, I will show you. I will give you the results tomorrow. So let's go to FOMC meetings. I want to go to the Federal Reserve's website because that's where we are going to take the inputs of all the data. I should have this. Federal Reserve. Okay, FOMC calendars, because we're going to have dates on there. And what I want you to do, I'm thinking about for one of my students in particular, right? So please, beautiful gate, you know it was coming for you, right? So go to this website. I'm going to copy this. This gives us the calendar of the FOMC, right? The meetings there. The calendar provide yearly dates. So from 2016 to 2021. Yeah. What I want you to do is to take the dates of each FOMC. They're going to give you the dates, and then take a chart of SPY and QQQ and mark those dates in there and give us what happened the day after, day plus one after FOMC, and day plus two after FOMC. So using the dates here. So the dates are here. So I'm going to paste the calendar, this link on here, such that you can get the dates for each year. They tell you the exact date that the FOMC takes place. So from that date, then you download the chart of SPY and QQQ. We want to provide a quantitative analysis of day plus one and day plus two after FOMC, because that's the answer to why I knew yesterday that, hey, that move that was taking place was a fake. It was a fake news. I mean, we are going to go back to fake news or anything. So if you can do that, that would be great. If not, I will share the results of that study tomorrow. I haven't fully performed that study yet, but I want, remember this. I mean, I cannot lie about it. So if you want to master this skill, there is some learning involved. Sorry about that. Control V. So this is the link of the FOMC. All right. So with that in mind, if you had puts, you bought you are waking up or you're waking up, you're starting your trading day here because we have traders on here from all the way across the Atlantic on my yes, I'm okay, I'm Pacific, so I always have to switch around to say, okay, if I could continue further in the Pacific Ocean, you go to Asia. So we have traders from Singapore, where it's currently 9 p.m. Evening. Yeah, in the evening on Thursday over there. So on the other side, we have +8. I believe it's 2 p.m. where Mr. Edith it's catching the live broadcast. Mr. Nick also, I believe, should be +8. So that's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You are catching the live broadcast for this stock market technical analysis from Southern California, where it's currently 6:01 Eastern Time, meaning it is 9 a.m. in New York City, where Wall Street is about to open in exactly 29 minutes. So, during the span of the next 18 minutes, let's go in and see how we can take advantage of this. One of the strategies that we have on here is the GangstA trade. So, but before I'm back over that, so let's say hello to more people who join the live chat. So, we say hello to Mr. Edith, Mr. Bill Gates, Miss Marcy. Mr. Donny has questions that I need to address before I start blah blahing on my GangstA trade. Miss Festus, glad to have you. JD Snowdog. Yeah, that name always makes me laugh. Actually, JD Snowdog is a trader in our Discord room. So welcome, glad to see you. So thank you for confirming the quality of the sound. And Miss Festus saying watching financials and Baba. Oh, I'm so glad you're talking about Baba because I definitely want to take a look at the chart. Well, of Baba this morning and I was like, oh, down, and I see something that's going on here. So thank you for that. So we're going to talk about 4 stocks. How many stocks did Mr. Donny give us? 4. So what do you think of the chart of Plug T and 5? Okay, Plug T and 5, and then we talk about Baba, and then we talk about our GangstA trade. Can we do this in 18 minutes or let's see? So let me duplicate this is TradingView. That's what we use here as a charting tool. It's very powerful. We have reviews of it on our website. So plug, I need to spend no more than 1 minute per each one of these. So we usually start with the daily chart. So here's the daily chart of plug. Plug has been trading since February the 9th below the EMAs. That's bearish. So meaning now it's looking for support. If we want to go long, we need for it to recapture the EMAs, the yellow line and the green line. Yeah? So that would be a 44. Right now it's trading at 37. Otherwise, there's further room to continue going down. 32 is the next level under. So it came here. There was a huge gap on here that it has already closed, right? Because this candle here already closed it. As a matter of fact, we can say that plug is exactly sitting at support because there's a bounce, one bounce off of that support, second bounce off of that support. Yesterday, it puts in kind of a hammer. So if plug start trading higher, let's say, yeah, so bullish if, let's say, we are able really to capture that yellow line. That yellow line is the exponential moving average 8 period, which is at 43. But if it start posting at 40, yes, definitely, we will then confirm that we have support here. It could go sideways a little bit, but yeah, that's the current stand on that. Okay, so the next stock on here, I need to write those stocks down. That's why I don't have to go back and forth. So plug we done, and 5 is the other stock that Mr. Donny wants us to take a look at. All right, so the next one is T. T is AT&T. Okay, that's what I thought first. For whatever reason, I had to bring first. AT&T is a stock that, I mean, here, this is just what I see. It has been trading in a box since December, literally, right? $28 here at the bottom, $30. So $2 range. This stock has been trading in a $2 range. These are the type of stock that the moment I see the chart sideways over such a long period, I don't even want to trade option. I trade option. If you want to buy the stock, that's different. And this stock pay a very hefty dividend, I believe. Yeah. So it's one of those all-time dividend provider stock. So, I mean, there was some growth on here back in November from $26 to all the way to 34. But lately, so meaning for me, I would be bullish about this stock when it break out of this box on here. So I'm gonna clearly say it's almost doing that. It's almost doing that. It tried doing that here on March the 12th, and that attempt failed as it was outside of the upper Bollinger. So I'm going to say this thing trading above 30.5, then I'm bullish. But now the question is, what target price really do you have in mind, or what's your investing horizon on here? Because this used to be, let's say, $38 stock or the like. So in terms of option trading on here, this is what will make me stay away from this type of stock for trading option, because the moves, they are very tiny. The move are small. Look at this is the weekly chart, folks. Yeah, the ATR, the weekly ATR, we are talking $2. So just that's there on T. Not sure what investment you are looking at on it. So five is five below ink. This is, you see, look at the difference. We just look at a chart of a weekly chart of a stock that's over a long period of time, the price is taking the box. This one, totally different. Look, it's a growth stock, if you will, right? Look at the chart. Since the crossover of the EMA on the weekly chart here, of the EMA 8 above the EMA 20, all it has been going pretty much is up, 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 up. Yes, with some pullback. Then, when a stock does something like this, right, that's natural progression, meaning goes up, come back, find supports at the natural supports and resistance, the yellow line or green line. Yellow line is always the closest one. And if it's growing like this, and then, so now it has been rejected since January 5 times. 5 times at this level of 196. Yeah? So, meaning this thing is really persistent. It's looking for a further breakout above 200. And stock that go like this above 200, we have seen it, they tend to go much, much higher. So, yeah, waiting for a breakout of 200 here. It's obviously bullish. Just waiting for a breakout of 200 for this thing to continue its momentum upward. So that's this side reaction has been going on here in the 200, 180 range since mid-January, as you can see on here. So breakout above 200, definitely bullish, with confirmation for further momentum. I believe that will be the all-time high for this stock. All right. Okay. So hopefully we took care of those as we say hello. No, we don't say that. We don't say that's not a word we want to use. I have my coach. That we say greetings. We say shalom. We say we say salam alaikum. Malaikum salam. All right. Okay, so we Mistress just brought Baba. No, I actually did study Baba. Kid you not, I almost wanted to post it. I guess I was distracted. Here is what Baba I saw in Baba. Here's the daily chart of Baba. Baba has been a dog stock. Yesterday, actually, I caught it. That's why I studied it, because my notes here I take notes. Yeah, I have a trading journal and I take notes. The notes here on Baba yesterday was that, hey, before the FOMC, right, the market was bearish. Yeah, a lot of stock were in the red. Baba was not. Baba was up plus 2.21%. So I wrote the stock that were up at the time. Caterpillar was up. MU was up. Western Digital was up. Because when you see something like that, the rest of the market is bearish. A stock that's bucking the trend, that's usually a good indication that there is something in there. Then, when I look very early this morning, my time here, Baba, was yesterday closed at the EMA 8 on the daily chart. Yeah, our yellow line on the chart here on TradingView, that yellow line is the EMA 8. Yeah, I think most of the traders you have it set it up like that. Last time when Baba cleared this area, look what happened. In a matter of 4 days, it went from 237 or 238 area all the way to 270. My friend, that's the type of move that I'm expecting Baba to make. My only problem on here, I've been burned with Baba so much time. I almost made Baba a GangstA trade this morning. So if you really want, yes, we can try that. But I'm not so sure that they're going between today and tomorrow, because they remember, this is quadruple witching tomorrow. Yeah, if you don't know what quadruple witching is, well, just hang on tight, because you may be in for an awakening. Yeah, so I'm going to try to time it. Worst case scenario, I'm going to be buying calls on Baba or Friday at the latest amount. So tomorrow, if we can be patient, but if Baba, any dip that Baba does today, because it's gapping here, my friend, it's gapping $5, so it's a dead perfect candidate actually for GangstA trade. It's just I don't know. I'm trying to avoid the wahala. So let's try to find some levels on here. Let's say for tomorrow. So 5 points that are about. So for us, we can say from this level we have today and tomorrow the ATR here on Baba. Could we give it 5 points? So that put us at 243. So let's go 250. Anything in the area of 250. I mean 250, 255 calls for 10-15 cents as usual, my friends. You know that by now. Yeah. If you don't know how we trade the GangstA trade, this is your opportunity. We're inviting you to master this skill and go from there. And then on the put side, if really things go, there's plenty of wahala this morning on here. We can do 215, 220 puts, but really just as a token, really, because actually for me, if Baba is to dip below, let's say, all of the lows that we see here over the last 3 days, let's say it's in the 226 to anything below 230, I'm buying those calls today for next week. So, and then for next week, so that will be March the 26th. We can use the top of the range here, nothing below 270. Yeah, so that's just my study on there for Baba. The market, the entire market here, I see only red all over the place. All the QQQ stock, QQQ is down minus 172%, folks. Yeah, this is the same ETF that yesterday at 2 p.m. Eastern just went zoom. So all of them, SPY is approaching minus 1%. So at the time our reaction was, hey, buy puts. So again, Beautiful Gates or who other trader who can do the quant analysis for us, they will tell us exactly why we were able to make that determination yesterday. So Baba here is on the lookout, and I will definitely, I will at least tomorrow I will post that trade overall. So, but if we want to use a GangstA trade today, again on the call side, 250, 255 calls, 215, 220 puts on Baba. Should we write it down on here? I can write it down here very quickly. So for Baba, we are saying 250, 255 calls plus 215, 220 puts. But really, for me, it's for next week that I'm waiting for Baba. Yeah. So that's on there. What do you think of Mara and Riot? Mara and Riot are stock that we have talked about on here. We don't have time really. I want to go into the GangstA trade for this, please. So my apologies, TSD. Mara and Riot, the best way to trade Mara and Riot is at the closing of every day, you set up a strangle for the next day because they're always gapping. The only problem, we don't know which direction they're going to be gapping based on which that's going on the cryptocurrency. So that's why when you do that, then you wake up and you're already a step ahead on your strangle and making money. I believe that gapping again this morning. I wish actually I should have Riot on here. I think Riot is gapping down minus 3.63%. That's nothing move. That's nothing move. Meaning you can day trade Riot today. Obviously day trade or swing trade it into tomorrow as well. All right. So for today, if there are no questions on there are plenty of stock that are gapping, folks. But for me, I want actually to focus on SPY and QQQ because whenever you have the ETFs, right? This big ETF, here's let's look at the daily chart of SPY. Whenever you have the ETF starting the day minus 1% or something, that's the middle of nowhere, yeah? Because that means that they are moving. So on here today, let's take a look at the time to set up GangstA trade on SPY and QQQ. Because we can, right? We can because they're gapping. They are no different from any other stock. So, and we have 2 days. So this Thursday, usually when the market is moving on Thursday, we call it payday because it gives us opportunity for trade on here. Because what it's likely to happen, we can trend down here for a bit, but at some point, yeah, the algos that are programmed to buy the dip, they will come in and that will provide a momentum for upward and then giving us opportunity to make money in both directions. That has happened here. The last time we went through a session like that, if you recall, was March the 5th, where we did a 6-hour live trading session for the entire day. So I'm not saying that that's going to happen today, but for me, this momentum on here, this bearish momentum on here brings only opportunities. So and I would like to take advantage of those opportunities. So for SPY, let's go on here. Expiration is tomorrow, obviously March the 19th. So SPY, let's pick some strike price here. The ATR for SPY or whatever, I mean, you can look at it and apply it 4 points. So I use 4 points, meaning it could be 0.75 of the true ATR, because the ATR here lately has been really, really bigger than that. Look at the size of this candle, right? So as a matter of fact, we shared this with you yesterday. This was the last FOMC. The following day, this is what it did. We gapped up rather on that day. So the gap up, and then intraday we posted 5 points thereabout, and then the next day on a Friday we posted its gap the opposite direction. So look at the delta between the high here, 381, 382 on January 28th, and a low of 368. That's 14 points. That's possible. So for me, I'm going to go with levels on here. There was a massive print yesterday on SPY. Hopefully you caught that right before I go. What was that level? That level was what was the level? 395. Let me find that level on here. So SPY yesterday, somebody, and this happened before the FOMC. So the question was, if they did that, so that was at 388. No, that was an old one. SPY yesterday, big print, 395.88. So let's say 396. Yeah, the high that we went yesterday was 398. So 2.2 million shares. So times 400, that's over $800 million. Yeah, almost $1 billion, not to make only 4 million, because that's what if they bought it for bullish, that's what that meant. So now if they went it for bearish, we are at 394. So we are trading below that print. So that's what makes this bearish. So the first line that SPY need to clear here is the yellow line on the downside. That's at 392. So minus 4 points here. We are looking at some 390 for today. But again, the expiration is tomorrow. So we have to add another 4 points on there. So we are talking 386 thereabouts. So for me here, I'm going to go 384, or whichever one they want to give me, 385, 386. I mean, that's too close to each other, I know, but I just want to get one for 10, 15 cents. And actually, is this even possible? Let's see on here. Where were those yesterday? Because if the implied volatility is jacked up, I want to make sure that we get a chance to get on this put. So SPY, I'm just looking at the option chain for SPY to make sure that somehow I'm picking strike that from an ATR perspective they make sense, but I don't want them just to make sense. I want actually to be able to enter them. Okay, yeah, that's possible, because yesterday the 384 puts, they were going for 10 cents bid and 11 cents on the ask. So 384, 385, 386. Yeah, I feel comfortable about them. We're making a limit offer of 10, 15 cents thereabout. So on the call side, plus the calls are going to be cheap here to start the day, right? Because we are down 3 points on here. So on the call side, I mean, let's go 402, 405 calls. Yeah, 4, 5, 10 cents. Notice how I've been setting up the GangstA trade, right? The direction that I'm not biased on, which the direction that's like perceived as my hedge, if you will, I spend the less amount of money. My limit is more smaller on that direction. Hopefully you have caught on that. But if not, we will teach you that here when we have a one-on-one session like with Mr. Adrian yesterday, or our friend from Fremont, Mr. Subu. All right, so that's fine. Let's do QQQ very quickly on here too, and then because it's 9:20, that's where we can give you enough time. So SPY again, I wrote it. It's written inside of the Discord for the traders. For the rest of the people, SPY March the 19th, 384, 385, 386 puts for 10, 15 cents, 402, 405 calls for 5, 10 cents. All right, here's QQQ. On the other end, QQQ is down minus 1.65 at 316.48. This is even lower than the low. No, I'm not sure. The low of yesterday was 316.13. So this tells you pretty much what this algo they have in mind on here. Why are we making this trade on here? Notice, folks, yeah? We're not saying that the market is necessarily going down. We're seizing an opportunity that the market is moving. Because it could well be that, hey, they reverse it during the session on here and calls that we get out of the GangstA trade, they start paying. That's what this is. That's what this is. It's important to understand that when you set up this trade. The market is moving, that's all we care about. As long as the market is moving, we know how to make money trading options. That's really important. That's why I'm focusing on both QQQ and SPY this morning. But you can apply this on any other stock on there if you know, if you have mastered the GangstA strategy and how to go about picking your strikes. Hopefully that makes sense on here. All right, so very good. Let's go on to QQQ on here. So QQQ, we want to find something in the $10-15 range. So yesterday, the 303, the 304, the 305, they were about that level. They are a little bit expensive. So maybe let's pick them, but let's make an offer, a limit offer that's a little bit higher. So we're going to go, let's go 304, 305, 306 on QQQ, that is for 15-20 cents. Yeah. And the reason for this, because yesterday they were worth 10 cents, 14 cents, 12 cents, 15 cents. Yeah. Hence, and today we're already down 5 points. So I'm bumping a little bit. We know theta decay will help us a little bit. So 15-20 cents range, we ought to be able to get something out of those 3 strikes. We only need 1 strike. And on the call side, obviously our offer is going to be much smaller over there. So we're not going to offer 20 cents off for them because that's the hedge, if you will, to start from here. But if it reverses, start going that way, then fantastic. We can make money from there. So let's say on here, this is 5 points. So if we give, let's say we take 15 points overall, that puts us at 330. So 330 for us on here, they were worth 30 cents yesterday. They're gonna be much cheaper than that. So let's go here and just pick two strike, because so we're gonna take 328 and the 330 calls, and our offer for them is going to be 5-10 cents, because they're gonna get super cheap here. And when, let's say the first candle, the QQQ dip really, let's say 314, 315, all of a sudden those 328 to 330 call, they will be super cheap, right? When you grab them like that, usually on your accounts, like the moment they get under, and then SPY, because typically when it drops like that, it bounces off, it bounces back up immediately, and then all of a sudden you could see those 5 cents, if you get that entry, all of a sudden go 10-15 cents. You're already making 100% on that position. So hopefully that's something that you've had experience trading the GangstA trade. If not, again, come on here, and each and every day we will provide you opportunity to trade the GangstA trade should you elect to. If not, we have 4 other proven strategies that are really, really good. Yeah, one of them we call here the Friday Lotus, but there are no Lotus. Some of you already know. Okay, Yin Yang saying that my microphone breaks up. Okay, Yin Yang, let's hope that's that wahala will not continue on here. Let's see. My microphone is is going intermittent problem on your microphone. Okay, folks. Well, in that case, then we will have to definitely abandon the show. So all the subscribers, you have the GangstA trade inside of the GangstA trade channel. The rest of the people, thank you. We tap the Baba one. We cannot give you everything. We tap the Baba one, and hopefully you were able to follow. If we're having the technical difficulty with the mic, then that's time for us to definitely sign off, and which leads you adieu. Thank you, everybody. 19 concurrent viewers. That's good, folks. That's good. Thank you. We appreciate your time, and have a good trading session. Bye-bye.